howdy guys. It's Wes and Bonnie.
Hi.
So we love interacting with you guys on social media, through Facebook, our blogs. So we wanted to try something different on a new platform, and try a vlog with a V. Yeah, just in case you didn't know. And so the vlog is we're going to choose a couple of topics, one a month. We're gonna do this video, and the topics will range from anything in health and fitness, from body image to competition to anything. And if you guys have any ideas that you want to hear about, drop us a message or shoot a comment on Facebook. But our series, we're going to call it, is our spin on it.
Get it?
So we both are indoor cycling instructors, and we love fitness, so we thought it'd be a cool way to tie it all together. So what's our first topic?
Competition and comparison.
Ooh. So why do we pick that one?
Because we are very competitive people.
It's true.
It's true. We just are.
With ourselves, with
each other, with other people.
And I think in the health and fitness industry, it's a prominent, in a way, I guess, problem.
Yeah.
You know, how do you define healthy competition?
I think healthy competition is when you see someone doing something better than you, for lack of a better word, or somebody who's the next level, maybe is a better way of putting it, and it inspires you to step up your game. You want to get to that level, and I think that's healthy. So you might, befriend that person and say, hey, really, what you're doing is awesome. Can you show me how to do that? Or, how did you get there? Can you give me some advice? That kind of thing, I think, is healthy, because you're not trying to compete with them, because you acknowledge that they're at a different level than you.
You're doing it for a positive
reason. You're just trying to improve yourself. Yeah.
Versus, I guess, unhealthy would be doing it for the wrong reasons. You're trying to outdo somebody. You want to be better than somebody. And it's just not an authentic, feeling. It's not going to benefit anybody else, not even necessarily yourself either. Do you have an example of a time maybe you've whoa, you've had you've experienced, I guess, unhealthy competition?
Yes. Okay, so when I was riding with your partner, you weren't there, and Kevin and I were riding.
Somehow.
And we were with a big group, but when you go on big group rides, if you're not a rider, you don't know this, but it tends to everybody ends up going at their own pace. You sort of start together, and then people speed up, slow down, whatever. And so me and about 3 other men were ahead of everyone else, and the men were all talking while they were riding and being really friendly with each other, and nobody was talking to me, and I was, hanging right with them. Until finally one of the men, after about, 20 miles of this, turns around and says, hey, I can't believe you're keeping up with us. Girls can't usually ride that fast.
Ooh, it's those are fighting
I know,
words.
you know me, so you know that I immediately just started hauling ass. But no, so really it really irritated me. Number one, because, it was rude. And number two, because I don't like being told I can't do something, and especially not just because I'm a girl. So yeah, that pushed me into a very unhealthy competition.
What wasn't healthy about it?
Well, I got mad, for starters, and I was like, well, I'll show you, watch, and I did, but I kind of missed the joy of the ride, right? So, it was a beautiful day. It was bluebonnet fields. Bluebonnets. And I missed that, because I was just like, you know what? You don't think I can go as fast as you? Watch, I'm about to go faster than you. And so, at the end, I'm not going to lie, I had a little satisfaction.
Well, yeah, because you're
yeah, because it's like, there you go. But in the bigger picture, did that guy ever think twice about it? No, probably not. It probably didn't bother him one bit. And then I end up missing the joy of the ride.
Yeah, I think that's the key of it. Like you said, at least you realized after the fact.
Yeah.
That it wasn't.
I probably wasn't being my best self.
Yeah. But that guy, he obviously he didn't apologize to you or anything, did he?
No, but he got the point, which made me feel good. Which is horrible. Isn't that horrible? That makes
it
me
is.
feel
No, it is. That's what we're talking about. But it's just I feel like as a person, he should have, at least after that comment, been like, oh crap, that's not a nice thing to say. Let me go apologize to her and say, no, I didn't mean for it to come across as me being a chauvinist.
You couldn't apologize because I was really far ahead of him.
I know. Oh my
God. He would have to yell really loud.
I know, but it would have been it should have been something.
Yes, he should have realized that and gone, oh, you know what, that wasn't cool.
Yeah, because imagine he's probably,
or just say, hey, wow, you're pretty good, and don't say for a girl. Whatever.
Yeah. I've experienced.
So what about you, my little competitive friend? You're more competitive than I am, I think.
I am.
'Cause you get your buttons pushed
I
faster.
internalize it a lot though. Yeah, I'm very competitive with myself, but you know, crap. I don't know if it's ever been really. I'm trying to think of like what's been really unhealthy for me, like where it's made me so. I'm competitive with myself a lot.
I can tell you where it's been unhealthy for you.
Tell me, share.
You can't say no. So you will.
No, I agree. I was like, I agree.
So you can't say no.
Yeah.
So you will push yourself to a point of
Yeah.
complete exhaustion, and you'll either teach too many classes, or you'll train too many clients, or you can't say no. So you will go, and then you push yourself to go
Yeah.
on your own workouts, and then the next thing you know, you're just a mess.
Yeah,
You're
it's like
exhausted,
with
you're
I'm doing it with
grumpy,
myself.
Yeah.
And so that I agree. Like and I think a lot of people do that too. It's just like I feel like I'm Superman, and I feel like I don't want to let people down, and finding that balance between not being Superman, being a normal person, which I am. Like,
did you just say
I
you were
know.
like Superman?
Sometimes.
Wow.
But finding that balance is like it's tricky, and yeah, I mean it is. I want to be the best at whatever I do, and it's hard to do that when you're balancing 3-4 different things. So yeah, that does get unhealthy, and then that spawns to me being frustrated with friends, partners. I don't mean to, but yeah, it definitely is something that's a tricky thing to do, and I think that is part of also being a competitive person is just wanting to do everything and realizing that you can't.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we don't like to hear we can't.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is one thing I think we have
Yeah.
in common that might not be a good thing to have in common.
Yeah,
but
and it's something that we're both working on, and
I'm not.
Shut up.
I'm just making you work on it so that you get less competitive and I can kick your butt now.
But I at the end of the day, I'm glad that I am competitive. I know I'm glad that I realize sometimes when I'm being unhealthy, but I like overall that I am competitive because it does drive me to do things that I want to do and to improve myself.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. It's cool to be competitive, but as long as you
don't take it to a ugly place.
Right, and don't, push onto other people. Know who you are, know what you need to work on, know what you want to achieve, and push yourself and find that person or people that really inspire you to do that.
So like when we were cycling, you and I. So when you taught me how to outdoor cycle.
Yeah.
And so you're always going to be better at that than me. It just is what it is. I mean, you're fast as all get out. So, and you're younger, you're a man, you've been doing it longer. So does it, it used to really irritate me when you'd get ahead of me at a long distance ahead of me. And then I had to realize, no, but it makes me push harder.
Yeah.
And so once I get past the irritation of it, now it's just like, okay, well, let's see if I can keep up with him. So it becomes my benchmark sort of, which is healthy in a way.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that we work well with is that it's like you're an excellent runner, I'm a mediocre runner, and there's many times where I don't even want to get out of my house to go run. But you drag me along, and then at the end of it, like, I'm glad I did it. So and then while we're doing it, it's like, yeah, I got to keep up with her. I can't, like, slow down.
Can't let a girl win.
Oh my god. Imagine that.
Oh my god.
But,
it's pretty fast for a girl.
But yeah, so I agree. It's good.
So the difference in competition and comparison. So I think talking about cycling again, I think that's exactly what it comes down to, right? So competition can be healthy, but when it falls into that comparison thing, because you can't compare yourself to someone else, right? You're you. And like trying to compare myself to you cycling is like apples and oranges. There's way too many factors. You've been doing it longer, you're a guy, you're younger, you're, all these different things. I'm probably not going to get there, and that's fine.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people focus on that noise that, that even like when you're
they
in
don't
a
worry
class,
about just doing them.
When you're in like in a circuit class or a boot camp class and there's mirrors and you're like, oh my god, this person's like 10 reps ahead of me. Who cares? Like
exactly.
Like that's something that you should see as like I want to get to that point, and I'm gonna work hard to get there versus
And today I did 4 more than I did yesterday.
Instead of building this anger and this
Right.
frustration about it. And I think at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's everyone is working out because they want to become a better person. And who knows you don't know that person's story. That person's story could have
Exactly.
started 10, 15 years ago, versus if you just started working out. You've got to take all these things into consideration. You don't know someone's story just by looking at them. So, yeah, just focus on yourself, push the noise aside, know what you want to do, and just take it day by day.
And focus on what you're accomplishing. If you look over and your circuit class and the girl next to you is lifting the 15-pound weights and you've got the 5s, whatever. Maybe you could only do the 3s 2 days ago. So whatever it is, focus on where you're improving and you'll get there. It's when you start trying to compare yourself to the girl who's doing the heavier weights or the girl who's, spinning faster, whatever it is, that, it gets unhealthy. You start to feel bad about yourself. Or on the opposite end of that, you push yourself too hard and hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Not that I would know about that.
We both. Yeah, and I think also as fitness instructors, we see a lot of our clients come up to us, and I've had people come to me for a class and tell me, I've injured my foot, so I'm just going to be sitting the entire class. Please don't be mad at me. I'm like, it's okay. Like, we're as instructors, we're here to encourage you, to motivate you. We're not here to make you feel bad about yourself, or if you can't get to stand up on your bike in second position, like it's okay. We know you're going to get there. So don't be stressed. I hope we don't stress you as instructors too.
Well, the only person you have to prove something to is
Right.
yourself. You
And
don't have
that's
to
what
prove
I'm
it to
thinking,
us. You don't have to prove it to
Right.
anybody else in the class. You just have to prove it to yourself.
Yeah.
And what's that thing about that meme that everybody has about look in the mirror and that's your competition? It's
Yeah.
kind of, it's kind of lame,
true.
but it's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you focus on what you're doing, then it becomes a little less distracting.
Yeah. Be proud of your story, where you're at. There's no shame in where you're at. You're going to get to the next level. All you're going to take is just hard work, dedication, and your own motivation.
Exactly.
Cool.
That was our spin on it.
So, hope you enjoyed it. And again, if you have any other ideas,
Because we love to talk, obviously.
We're open to them. Comment, share,
Mhm.
and we will talk to you guys next month. Boom.